Hey guys, Ash here. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to be setting out trail cameras and looking for deer sign in preparation for hunting season. It is only mid-August, so we're not going to find any scrapes or rubs, but today we're looking for deer tracks, droppings, anything like that that shows where deer have been traveling greatly. And I'm also going to be setting some out where I know deer go often. Alright, so we got this trail here. It leads out of the field. It's in the corner of the field. It leads into about 2 acres worth of really thick pine trees. Really good bedding area. I'm going to see if I can find a tree that's suitable for setting up a trail camera. I'm thinking that little pine tree that is right there. I know a lot of deer come through here, so I'll see if I can find some deer tracks real quick. So I'm sitting out here in the corner of the field where the pine trees are, and this little deer, looks like a doe, came out to say hi. She's out there eating the beans. Way across the field. We have a blind set up over there, as you can see, so I guess we're setting up a trail camera out over there if I can find a tree big enough. So we got a straggly bunch of beans over here in the corner, and as you can see, the deer have been eating off the tips of the stalks. This one right over here, there's quite a few of them that are missing. So there's been deer coming out over here. There's a whole bunch of them over here that are just missing their stalks, the tips of them. It looks like they're coming from a trail over there, heading out over here across this, feeding on the beans. Maybe going in the trail that's right there. So I'm going to set up a trail camera over there on one of them trees, and then we'll see what we get. So I found a really nice trail coming in here out of the field. You can see it's all beat up with some tracks leading out over this way. A whole bunch of tracks down in here. Some droppings. They're old droppings. There's a couple of fresher ones. They're going off over that way and over here. And this tree's been pretty beat up in the past, broken down from them going through it. Looks like they've been rubbing on it last year. Probably a small buck rubbing on it, but still. So, let's see. I think I'm going to set up a trail camera on that tree over there. That one. Looks perfect. There's more sign over here than there was a little bit over that way. So, this is where I'm putting it, for sure. Alright, I got my first trail camera set up. You can see it right there on the tree. The main thing you want to do, make sure it's pointing where you want it to be pointing, obviously. So I've got it pointing towards that trail. You also don't want to be too close or too far, or you won't get clear pictures. So I am about 15-20 feet right here at the maximum distance. Which, this one's okay. This will take good clear pictures at night. Right here, about 10 feet is a really good distance. It'll take good clear pictures of the whole body of the deer. And then we got 2 trails splitting off. So that's the problem. Right here, within a few feet, that's going to be a little bit too close to catch any good decent pictures. I also had to set the trail camera up higher on the tree because of all the brush. Didn't want to break it down. And I found a good little notch in the tree that's going to have it pointing down a little ways. So anything that comes through here, it'll catch probably its head. Won't get a really super awesome picture of. Most of the deer activity is coming through here. And that's where it's going to get the best pictures. So now we turn it on. I've already got my settings all set up for it. It's about 8 o'clock at night, so the deer are going to be coming out to play. So, alright, trail camera's ready to go. I also found, just off of the trail, into the field. Oh, hey, look at that. There's another deer that came out. See if I can get it. Zoom in. Looks like a doe and a fawn. But anyway, so there is a couple of white oak trees. And they are mature enough to be producing acorns. I can't really see any. There was a couple out here last year that I noticed. There's this oak tree here. It's not a huge oak tree, so it's not going to be producing a lot. But I can't see them, but there should be some acorns up there. Just a few. There won't be a whole lot. Acorns are a really important source of food for deer. High in energy for them. This is what a white oak leaf looks like. We got these broad loops on their leaves. Red oak has pointy leaves. If I can find any, I will show you the difference. So we're at our second spot. There's a tripod stand up here. I promise there is. It's overgrown by all these vines, but there's the top of it. It's there. We gotta clean it out so we can get up there. Ugh. But this is another good spot for deer. We always see deer. They run along through here, right down here and across the field over there, which is why we put that there. They also come up this way and come in right there. So I'm gonna see what side I can find the most deer sign on and go from there. Already I found some beans that have been bitten off. Not right here, but a little bit further down there. There's a couple right here. There's also a few tracks. And there's some older tracks. It rained yesterday, so a lot of the tracks have gotten beat down. But there are some tracks over here. Here's some fresher ones. So, this deer looks like it's been running. You can see these are the back part where it's back, the back of its hoof is. This is the front part of its hoof, its front toes here. So it looks like it's been running because it's all splayed out. Got a airplane flying over. It's not the deer that I saw run across the field earlier, because she crossed over back over that way a little bit more. In the corner of the field where we put the other first trail camera, down over there. So, alright, let me go find some more sign. I have found what looks like a deer bed. Right next to the tripod. It's right there. And it is right here. Looks like it's been recently used. Probably this morning, all beaten down. It's a good sign, a little too close to the tree stand, but and the deer are over here. More sign than what we found last year. Got kind of a dilemma. Tripod stands there. And there's a trail there that I know deer go in and out of. I didn't find any fresh sign, but it did rain quite a bit yesterday, so there was older sign, so that was promising. Deer bed's about right here. There's a little trail going back. There's this little trail going through right, looks like right there. And I know there's deer that go through here. There's also a trail a little bit further down they come out of. So, where to set the trail camera? I'm going to go in a little bit and see if I can find a spot to set it up. There's a tree right there that I might set it up on just to see. But we have quite a while before the season opens, so plenty of time to try out a different spot and move it to another side of the stand and whatnot. We're going to try it over there first. So this right here does look like a decent spot. That's the tree I was talking about earlier. But it does look like stuff's been going through here. There's a trail. It's pretty beaten up. It's right under the tripod stand. Can't see it from here, but it's there. Neighbor's property's over there. A little iffy going borderline with it, but I mean, where else are you gonna hunt other than on the edges if you just have a field? So, let me set up the trail camera. Let's see what's going in and out. Alright, got her set up right there. A little bit high on the tree. There's a little bit of a hill that comes up. Let me walk up here and I'll show you the view I've got. When you're setting up the trail camera, you want to make sure it's straight. And there's nothing going to be blocking the view. So if it gets real windy out, all this grass and everything will be blowing around. It might catch pictures of that. They are movement activated. But this is the view that the trail camera will have. Definitely catch anything that gets close enough to it. Probably right where these taller weeds are in the field. It's probably the preferable distance. Might be a little bit too far out at night. But if they're coming through this trail, it'll catch them. And a spot where I'm really excited to set out a trail camera is right here. Got a trail going through here. There's an apple tree loaded with apples. Still not sure what this tree is, but it gets some weird fruit on it. Kind of like plums. Not sure. I don't see any, so it might not have produced any this year. And our platform. We put a pop-up blind there. Eventually we're going to make it a permanent blind. It overlooks the field. Alright. There's a lot of sign. Stuff's been going through here. Here's some fresh poop. Really fresh droppings. They're wet and there's flies on them. It's really dark out now, but I got my other trail camera set up. I just took a picture. Right here. I had to use yellow rope because I lost the bungee cords. But it will catch anything coming through there. One more trail camera to set up. I gotta hurry up and go do that. Find a decent spot for it. I think in that little island of trees. Alright, so here's my issue. I do not have a decent tree in which to set up a trail camera on. So I'm probably gonna have to get, we have a 2x4 that we put on a little stake. For such situations that I currently do not have with me. So what I'm going to probably do is put that out front of the blind and set it out towards the field and hope for the best. Because even on the other side here, very overgrown, small trees, nothing to really put a camera on. So my fourth camera, I will set out when I come to check on the other ones. thank you for joining me in putting out my trail cameras today. We did see some really good deer, so that's awesome. Lots of good bucks. Hopefully they stick around for deer season. Fingers crossed on that. Fingers crossed. So you guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.